Good Morning Britain viewers were left frustrated following Ed Balls and Kate Garraway's interview with Labour MP Jonathan Reynolds. Good Morning Britain was slammed by fans as an interview between Ed Balls and Jonathan Reynolds left them feeling frustrated. Ed, 57, was joined by Kate Garraway on Thursday's, January 16, GMB, with the pair sharing the latest headlines with viewers. This included the proposed amendment to the Employment Rights Bill, which seeks to extend the same entitlements to statutory parental bereavement leave and pay to employees who experience pregnancy losses before 24 weeks. Ed and Kate spoke to Business Secretary Mr. Reynolds about the subject, asking whether his department will support the proposed amendment. The politician said the government would support this, telling the presenters, specifically on this issue of miscarriage leave, "I know how important this is. Like a lot of people, I've had an experience of this myself. It is very, very difficult. The campaign they've put forward there, I'm sympathetic to what they're trying to achieve. I haven't seen the amendment yet because the report stage hasn't been scheduled." Mr. Reynolds declared, "I've got to balance the rights in that bill against the overall burdens on businesses. I've got to keep that proportionate. But I don't want anyone to think that we're not sympathetic or we don't understand the great motivation behind that campaign." But it was Ed who faced the brunt of the backlash as viewers flocked to social media to complain. One wrote, "Ed the presenter aka Labour spokesperson." Another fumed, "He asks everything and conducts everything with a smirk on his face. If all the great presenters out there, why on earth has he been given this job? He is totally unsuitable and again totally embarrassing. He has a wife in a top position Labour government." A third weighed in, "Ed Balls asking one of his Mrs. Friends questions is a joke." A fourth remarked, "Ed's face drives me mad. Mylene Class is someone who is pushing for change in the law so that women and their partners can get paid bereavement leave after having a miscarriage." The 46-year-old and MP Sarah Owen, both of whom have had miscarriages in the past, appeared on Wednesday's GMB to speak about the push for the new law. Mylene said, "This is where the complication comes because you need the time off. I actually at the time couldn't take the time off. It feels you have to take the option. Whereas bereavement leave, the boundaries of the employee and employer are very clear." She continued, "This is not the first time this has been mooted, which I guess is frustrating. It's integral to looking after the women and the family's mental health. How can you dismiss the loss of a child in the same bracket as someone having a common cold? Just needing to see a GP. There has been a baby loss. That should be acknowledged.